Fighters Brew is our attempt at teaching the liberation martial arts approach through narrative. To get the full experience, you'll need access to the transcripts and breakdowns. Thanks to Shireen Asha, Rob Cheng, and Tommy for signing up. Sign up on the Southpaw Pod Patreon. Fighters Brew, Season 3, Episode 6. Meguru's family moved to Tokyo when he was 12, and Tamaki was 15. They moved because of Meguru's father's work. The move was tough for Meguru and his sister. At the new school in Tokyo, a teacher took an interest in Tamaki. In Meguru's second year of middle school, Meguru and grandmother found out Tamaki was pregnant. Grandmother immediately showed up at the school with a lawyer. After hearing what happened, Meguru's father, Toshinobu, stayed out of the country. Due to pressure from the school's lawyers, grandmother settled out of court, and Tamaki had an abortion. Meguru started karate because of grandmother, but in the end, he never got to use it. Tamaki transferred schools and then went to college. Meguru moved on to high school in a different district. He had to start over again. Despite some time passing, he kept thinking about why he didn't use his karate on the teacher when he had the chance. While lost in thought, Meguru somehow ended up standing in front of Fighters Brew gym. He was somehow drawn to it. Outside, he met Furuya. "You've been standing there for a while," Furuya said. "It's free to go in and watch. Why not check it out?" "This gym's name," Meguru said. "Fighters Brew. What does it mean?" "Brew like coffee or a beer? You can think of it as brewing fighters or brewing up a scheme." That stuck with Meguru. He's been at Fighters Brew ever since. Now, the Amateur Shooto Nationals are only days away. Meguru has come this far, not because he fought with anger or resentment, but because of the challenge and kinship with his team. For the last 4 days, Furuya tells Meguru and Maki, just do cardio and rein in your weight. Maki and Meguru nod. "Maki-chan," Meguru says, "let's kick some ass out there." Meguru extends his fist for a fist bump. She obliges. Yeah, she says. He's changed a lot, Maki thinks to herself. Despite being unable to compete at nationals, Yudai showed up for every one of Meguru's practices. When Yudai goes pro, Meguru will have to return the favor. Furuya is also training hard. His Pacific Rim title match is coming up. Everyone is busy. The night before nationals, Meguru weighs himself and is on target. "Meguru?" Tamaki says. "Sup?" replies Meguru. "It's your birthday tomorrow." "What? You really forgot?" "I'll have a cake ready, so let's celebrate after your match tomorrow." "Sure." Tamaki leaves. What does it mean to be strong? Meguru thinks. What does it mean to protect the people you love? In everyday life, Tamaki is the strong one. The day of the All Japan Shooto Championship has arrived. There are 8 divisions and over 100 matches. Fighters from all over Japan are there. There are 16 people in the lightweight division, including Meguru. Since it's a tournament, Meguru has to win 4 matches in one day to be champion. Who would have thought, out of everyone, it would be Meguru at the Nationals, Furuya tells Maria. Meguru didn't stand out like our other fighters. Because he doesn't have a strong base, says Maria. And he doesn't have a finishing move. He slipped under the radar. But now that he's here, everyone will have to take him seriously. Shooto was founded by pro wrestler Satoru Sayama in 1984. It was meant to be the real version of pro wrestling. The first step to becoming a Shooto pro is the Amateur Championship. Takashi and Kagaya are there, but Meguru's first opponent is Yuuki Hata. Maki has Ayako Nagamine and Kaoru Nobeoka in her division, but her first opponent is Erika Barboza Morita. Meguru is up first. Hata is in his 20s and has a lot more experience than Meguru. He's fought pro as a kickboxer and is now transitioning to MMA. He's extremely difficult to take down and keep down. Since this is the Nationals, the matches take place inside boxing rings. The fight starts, and Meguru fires consecutive jabs, mixing up targets. Hata backs away and fires back with low kicks, but they're not powerful. Feeling confident, Meguru charges in with punches, only to be caught with a right counter. Meguru is down. Everyone is stunned that the first down happened so quickly. Takashi shows no expression. Maki is worried. A note to our listeners. If you love the Southpaw Project, please support us and help us get paid for our labor by financially supporting us on Patreon. This will give you access to exclusive bonus content, like transcripts, early releases of Southpaw Deep Space Nine, our fictional narrative podcast, Fighters Brew, break-free versions of our shows without interruptions like you're hearing now, bonus articles, Fighters Brew transcripts with extra content, Liberation Martial Arts Online, as well as our private chat group on Discord. You can also make one-time donations at Ko-Fi or show your solidarity by wearing our swag. You can find all pertinent links at southpawpod.com. The fight resumes. This time, Hata is on the offensive, showing his true strength. Hata is lighting Meguru up. Meguru shoots for a blind tackle, but Hata easily stuffs it. They both get up. Meguru transitions from a single leg to a left hook, but Hata dodges and counters with a high kick. Meguru blocks, but it knocks him off balance. You're nothing special at the national level, kid, Hata thinks. Meguru shoots again, and Hata stuffs it. I've been training with college wrestlers, Hata thinks. Your takedowns are a joke. Meguru tries a combination off the break, but they miss. Hata punishes Meguru's legs with kicks. Since Meguru-kun can't land jabs, he can't set the pace, Maria says. Despite the difficulties, Meguru persists and pressures Hata. Meguru shoots again. Hata stuffs it, and they stand back up. Hata expects another left hook, but Meguru transitions to a long jab this time. It catches Hata by surprise. Hata is down. He sat down on that punch, Takashi tells his teammate. I'm pretty sure it was a coincidence, but the moment he connected, he sat into his punch. What do you mean he sat into it? His teammate asks. He put his weight into the punch like a hammer dropping down on a nail. To pull that off in a live competition takes years of practice. I doubt it's something he mastered. So he did that on accident? The teammate asks. Is he just that gifted? How the hell did he get it down with his left? Maki asks. You know, I've always thought Meguru had powerful hips, answers Maria. The fight continues, and Hata is back on the attack. Since they're even on points, Hata is looking for the kill. Hata leans in to finish Meguru with a right straight, but Meguru drops for a tackle. Hata is down. Hata backs up to the corner and uses the post to stand back up. They clinch. Meguru lands a knee and backs away. Meguru drops down again. Hata lowers his hands to stuff the takedown. Meguru fires a right overhand. Hata is taken by surprise, but backs away just in time. Your dodgy right ain't going to catch me, kid, thinks Hata. As Hata backs away, Meguru follows up with a left middle kick. It scores. Hata is hurt. Meguru clinches and lands a knee. He yanks Hata to the ground and jumps on his back. He has the rear strangle. Hata struggles, then taps. Maki's heart melts because the finishing sequence started with a left middle kick. Meguru is declared the winner. I came all the way out from Hokkaido, Hata tells his corner, just to lose in the first round? This sucks. Meguru is excited about his first win at Nationals, but he still needs to go to the medics table to get checked after getting downed. My game plan was everything up to that overhand, Furuya says, but that transition to left mid-kick was all him. On-the-spot ingenuity is his greatest weapon, Urasawa says, but it looks like Kyosuke Masuoka won his match with a heel hook. He's Meguru's next opponent. Gonna be a rough one. I really hoped Meguru would coast the finals in one piece, Furuya says, but he's already down once. Plus, his next opponent is this tournament's top leg lock specialist, the so-called Wrecking Ball. Masuoka is 30 years old. He's an amateur league veteran with 28 fights under his belt. They call him the Wrecking Ball because he even injures guys that beat him, says Furuya. Not a guy you want to have to fight in a one-day tourney. Meguru may have to tap on the first lock just to avoid injury. Even if he wins, there's no telling if he'll make it out in one piece. Takashi's first match is against Masatoshi Misumi, a Japanese Brazilian with a karate and BJJ background. He's also one of the tallest entrants in the lightweight division. Misumi uses his length to kick Takashi. Takashi can't get close. Takashi shoots for a takedown. Misumi blocks. Takashi counters with a sneaky uppercut. Misumi is stunned. Takashi finishes him off with a flying knee. Takashi is still undefeated with all knockouts, says Furuya, and it's up to us to figure out how Meguru can beat him. Meguru stares at Takashi. It's both fear and excitement. You're ready for this, Yudai tells him. As long as you go in with a plan, I'm sure you can pull it off. Nothing has changed. Meguru knows Takashi is looking for the perfect kill. He's known that since they were kids. But life is messy and imperfect. Maki and Meguru sit quietly together as they mentally prepare for their next matches. Maki hesitates. She wants to use this opportunity to tell Meguru how she feels. But Tamiya appears. You're fighting Kyosuke Masuoka, right? He asks. Meguru nods. I've beaten him in a no-gi match before. His strength is his submissions, but he has no reach and no wrestling. The key is not to play his game and just stay on top and pick him apart. Don't catch his kicks, says Furuya, or else he'll pull you into his guard. Remember, he lost to Misuya, and you've beaten him. Believe in yourself. If you enjoy Fighters Brew and want to dive into the Liberation Martial Arts pedagogy, sign up on the Southpaw Pod Patreon.